Hello and welcome back to my corner, and today we are not only going to be giving the spoopy mask to the graveyard kid, but we're also going to be, it depends on how many more masks we have to give and stuff, because I sort of want to get that stuff done if I know where it is. And then after that, all we have left to do is just to open the door of time and get the Master Sword. And let Ganondorf into the Sacred Realm. Yay! Okay. Then it's time to become an adult. Oh, jeez. Why do I keep knocking into the microphone? As of today, I'm recording this, April 27th. Guess what? Believe it or not, I finally am on True Social now. So if you want to check me out there, it's at Nate's Corner. So that's fun. That's if you want to check me out there. Point is, I'm finally on it. After 2 months of being on the waiting list, I'm finally there. So yeah. Oh god, I'm going the wrong way. No. There's the guy that'll give us a piece of heart once we can grapple up there. There's the well that we can't access until we learn the Song of Storms, which is actually pretty soon. Wait, hang on a second. There we go. I know I haven't done the game with Dompe and his graveyard, but I do know I can do that anytime I want, as long as I'm in the child timeline, or this current time, so we're good. Okay. Gaia, it's Dompe, the Gravekeeper. Eh? Oh, it's just a mask. I get a different kind of fright from that mask than I get from Dompe. Will you give that mask to me? Yes. With this mask, I'll be just like Dompe. Here's my money. You sold the 30 rupee mask to a kid at full price, and he didn't mind paying at all. Let's go back to the mask shop and pay 30 rupees for the mask. You can get a new mask model, too. Yay! To Hyrule Castle! Weird thing is, I think once we go to being an adult, like, immediately we can learn the Song of Storms. I forget. I think you can. So, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, back to the Hyrule Castle. Yay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Please don't go to night. Please don't go to nighttime. Okay. Maybe it wasn't going to nighttime, I don't know, but the sky was getting darker, so, you know. It's a concern. Hey, let go. It's mine. I found it first. I don't really care. Oh, so scary. So scary. Why? But anyway, here's the mask shop. What new mask? We now have the... Why am I yawning? It's like noon. Half an hour after noon. 12:39. Whatever. I get it, mask salesman. Nobody cares. That's why I'm spamming A. No! Oh. Why? Just Stop! Please. Please stop. Thank you. Ah, the bunny hood. Okay, I think we have to go back to Kakariko for that one. Yeah, I'm pretty positive we have to go back to Kakariko. So yes, you might be wondering, where did the bunny hood come from in Majora's Mask? The answer is, no, it wasn't made up for the game. Now, the whole masks thing with Majora's Mask did come from this side quest with Ocarina of Time. That's true. But the bunny hood wasn't one that was made up for the game. I mean, there were quite a few that were in this game that got cut from Majora's Mask. I don't know if they were ever in it or not. Like, the Spoopy Mask is not in the game. And I think the Skull Mask is also not in the game. But the Keaton Mask is, and this bunny hood is also in the game. Except with the Keaton Mask, you can talk to Keatons and okay. And with the bunny hood, you can actually walk faster. So yes, the bunny hood comes from this game. That's a thing. So I think we have to give this... I forget how much it costs, but we have to give this bunny hood to you, I think. Wait, who do I give the bunny hood to? Hang on a second. Running Man. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember. Okay, I'm just being an idiot. It's to help him run faster, apparently. Even though it doesn't make us any faster in this game. And we can find him, like, randomly in Hyrule. Just running around. Lon Lon Ranch, I think. Not in Lon Lon Ranch, but around it. On different trails and stuff. So, you just gotta scour every one, and we'll find him. That's the path to the Lost Woods, so I don't think he'd be on this one. I think he'd be on this one. Which for some reason just ends. I do know it that he stays on a path. Don't know which one. It could be the other one near closer. Closer to Lon Lon Ranch. I don't know. Okay, let's see. There we go. We need it to be daytime. There we go. It's morning. Yay. Are you anywhere to be seen? Okay, there's the path to Lon Lon Ranch. Great. Okay. There's so little to do here. Yeah, he's got to be running around Lon Lon Ranch. It's just, where is he? I know he runs around Lon Lon Ranch. Where is he? Good God, where is he? Oh god, okay, that startled me. Let's see, is anything in this tree first? Besides a few rupees? Nope. God, where is he? I am, but it might be easier on, like, you know, with the horse, but... Because maybe you can find him in the adult timeline, but... He's in the Gerudo thing. Like, he's here. On the other side of the bridge. In in the adult. Then, during the child timeline... Oh, jeez. He would be... he'd be in Hyrule Field, randomly. So where is he? I don't get it. Where is he? Okay, I think, he can't be here. Maybe he didn't spawn yet. Like, maybe he can't spawn until at least you've gone forward in time. At least once? For the first time? I don't know. I don't know how it works, but usually it'd be a lot easier to find him. Ooh, rupee. There we go. Alright, time to begin the long-ass journey to Hyrule Castle. And the journey would be more interesting if, you know, there was literally anything in Hyrule Field besides a giant ranch in the dead center. A bunch of trails that really don't lead to much of anywhere. And a couple grottos. Oh, and a running man. That's about it. I do remember that, that one... What was it called? Some... Metroid thing, whatever it was. I'm not sure. But it had a bunch of cut content from Ocarina of Time. And it had this really, like, massive and, in my opinion, interesting field. Do I think it would have been better than the current field that we have? Absolutely. The problem is it was cut. And there was a whole, like, different thing for the Great Deku Tree. I'm not sure how that would work, but the designs, you know, the rooms there seemed really cool. I don't know if it would have been better than what we got. So, yeah. There are 3 holes and inscriptions here. Ye who owns the 3 spiritual stones, stand with the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. This is how the inscription reads. Yeah, oh god. I almost got it right. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Play the Song of Time at the Door of Time. It makes the 3 spiritual stones float in front or on the altar. And it opens the Door of Time. Which leads to the question, as it has to do with the Wind Waker. After the events of Ocarina of Time, like, did they move it, or is the Master Sword supposed to be in the same place as it was? Or is it in a whole new place after being moved? Either way, here we've got the Master Sword. Link, isn't that... the second game to ever have the Master Sword? Both canonically and in the order they were made. Oh, and also something interesting. Okay, finally, we become an adult. Yay. Something interesting here is that, you know, something I wish they left in the original game. Okay, plot twist. You actually let Ganondorf do what he wanted by doing the plan that Zelda gave you. Making you wonder if she's an agent, but no, she isn't. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. And where is that exactly? Yes, I owe it all to you, kid. Wow, okay. Something I wish they kept in the original game instead of cutting. Because here, you get the light medallion simply by becoming an adult. Whereas, if they hadn't cut this, you would have had to go through a light temple to be doing this right here. Which is really a missed opportunity, because it sort of feels... what's my word? What's the word I'm looking for? It feels unearned, and it feels like a total missed opportunity. I am Rauru, one of the ancient sages. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time. God, that annoying-ass helicopter. But anyway, built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the Sacred Realm. This is the Chamber of Sages, inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light situated... Why am I yawning so much? The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the Sacred Realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to go to the Temple of Light? Don't you think? The Master Sword, the evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the Sacred Realm. So you think, oh, okay, the Temple of Time is the Temple of Light. No. Actually, it might be, since they cut this actual Temple of Light, but, you know, I don't know. But as far as I'm aware, it isn't. So, you know. Link, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. Wow! I went through puberty. And this Link is actually apparently 1 year older than I am. So, that's fun. Look, Link, you're big now. You've grown up. The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, time has come for you to the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? Yes. But remember, though you open the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter the forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with this power, he became the King of Evil. His power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years, it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. My power now has only little influence, even in this sacred realm. Namely, this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. So, are we in the sacred realm, in the Temple of Light? Well, if that's a cop out. I mean, that's one hell of a cop out, just to, cut out the Temple of Light, an interesting dungeon, and then say, we didn't cut it out, it's right there. We're in it. Yeah, but that's boring. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sage's seal will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Rauru, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the hero of time. The hero of time chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you and find the power of the other sages and add their might to your own. Wow, yay, the light medallion. You received the light medallion. Rauru and the sages adds his power to yours. Rauru the sage, okay. Find the other sages, save Hyrule. Wow, back in the Temple of Time. Here where we meet Sheik. Yay. Link, we're back in the Temple of Time. But have 7 years really passed? The answer is yes. It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore. Let's get out of here. Wow, Sheik. I've been waiting for you, hero of time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages, who dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, and one inside the goddess of sand. Together, the hero of time will awaken the ones. The hero of time, the awakened ones, will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. Wow. Okay. This is the legend of the Templars, of temples passed down by many people, the Sheikah, or by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikahs. Also known as Princess Zelda, but okay. As I see you stand there holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary hero of time. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the Forest Temple. The sage is a girl I'm sure you know. Because of this evil power... Okay, this girl is known as Saria. Saria. Sarah. Saria. Okay, because of the evil power temple, I can't awake her. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But if you believe what I'm saying, you should head to Kakariko Village. Do you understand, Link? Yes, I know we can get the hook shot there. And yes, 7 years have really passed. Aw, so we only have, what? 5 items. 6 items. That's depressing. Wow, look at those stones. Wow, we can use the shield like a normal shield now. Yay. As you can see, yes. Time has indeed gone forward by 7 years. Including with Ganon's tower. Let's just, for everyone's sake, there you go. Ganon's tower. Or Ganondorf's castle. Or tower. Ganon's castle. Okay. Yay, great. Time to head to Kakariko Village. And, first thing to do is to go to Lon Lon Ranch and get a Pona. The next thing to do is get the grappling shot. Oh, and we can get pose, or I pointed at the screen. Through that door that all the pots were in. Now we can grab giant big pose in this universe, this world. Maybe you can in the child timeline too. Not sure, but I know you can in adult. And you can turn them in there to get rewarded and get a bottle, I think. I think that's the reward, a bottle. At least it is in the 3DS version, I think. I don't think I ever got them all, but... Actually, I might have. But whatever. There's a Pona, the bright red one. Okay. There are some people in Kakariko spreading rumors that I cheated Talon out of the ranch. But, don't be ridiculous. That guy Talon was weak. I, the hardworking Ingo, poured so much energy into this place. I don't want any strangers like you to say anything bad about me. Listen, the great Ganondorf recognized my obvious talents and gave the ranch to me. I will raise a fine horse and win recognition from the great Ganondorf. Say, young man, do you want to ride one of my fine horses? Pay me 10 rupees and you can ride. I'll pay. Do you want to hear how to ride? I know how to ride. Thanks so much. Oh god, okay. Check real quick, Epona's song. Up, left, right. Up, left, right. Okay. There we go. Okay. Here she comes. I think there are many more horses on the ranch. Besides these two, at least in the 3DS version. Alright, speak. When do you want to dismount? Press A. Okay, young man, I know... Do I know you? I just felt as though I've seen you somewhere before. If you use Z targeting, you can talk to me from horseback. I just did that! I know how to do that! And yes, I'm done. Pay me 10 rupees and you can ride. You want to hear how to ride? I know how to ride. Okay, so I think there's one other. And I think you have to do this twice? Not sure. I think you do. And then he'll ask, you know, about this horse. Great, okay. Now I know what it feels like. I guess we could ride other horses if we want. Okay, you're getting better. How a little race with me. One lap around the corral with that horse. Let's make a little wager. Say 50 rupees. Do it. I have a little more than 50 rupees. But even then, it's fine. I believe there's a reward for, what is it? Doing 2 laps under 50 seconds after this whole thing. And then you get a cow in your house. I know. If the great Gandor found out about this humiliation, hey you, how about another race? If you win, you can keep the horse. Great, okay. Pretty much more of the same thing. I'm glad I slowed him down a bit. Keep relatively speaking on the inside, and you should be good. Muy bueno. There we go, home stretch. Yay! Made it. Awesome. Okay, what's up with that horse? Is that Epona? How did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? I was gonna present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I bet it on the race and lost. Shoot! Ha ha ha. As I promised, I will give the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch. Mwahaha. How evil. Speak. Ha ha ha. As I promised, I'll give the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch. Sort of sucks for you, because you have 2 walls that Epona can jump over. And clip through, apparently. Yay, we now own Epona. Nice. And we can now call her at whim. Yay. Now, it's time to go to Kakariko. Let's see. Time for Kakariko. Shouldn't have done all 6 at once. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Let him regen. 1, 2, regen. And for some dumb reason, Epona can't go anywhere outside of Hyrule Castle. Or, sorry, Hyrule Field. Besides Lake Hylia and like the Gerudo Canyon. Great, giant tree. Awesome. Now let's learn the Song of Storms. Song of Storms. Right over here. Okay. Grrr. I'll never forget what happened on that day 7 years ago. Grrr. It's all that Ocarina kid's fault. Next time he comes around here, I'm gonna mess him up. What? You've got an Ocarina? What the heck? That reminds me of that time 7 years ago. Back then, I mean, a mean kid came here and played a strange song. It messed up this windmill. I'll never forget the song. A down up, A down up. Okay. I didn't do right. What? A down up, A down up. That's what I did. That makes no sense. So anyway, let's see. Yay, we learned the Song of Storms. Water break. You learned the Song of Storm. You learned the Song of Storms. Awesome. Okay, so now... Oh, God. Okay. There is indeed a piece of heart right there. Which, how we get it is through the race with Dampe. Also known as Dead Dampe here. So, nice. Which one's his grave? I think it's this one. If I were to guess, it'd be this one. Yeah, it is, because it has the flowers. I mean, it's obvious on the N64 version. I gotta check on the 3DS version. See if it's the same way. Alright, yay, we got 5 rupees. Put the bomb down, because this is a bombable wall. Is this? Yes, it is. Okay. Never mind. No, it's not. It's to a fairy fountain. Nice. Nice. 2 fairies. Okay. Oh, God. Now, let's just actually find the right one. Okay, so that one has the fairy fountain. Oh, giant Poe! Is this a giant Poe? I can always go back to that fairy fountain if that's not a giant Poe. I can use up this bottle and be perfectly fine. Okay. Use up the fairy. I can go back if that's not a big Poe. You defeated a Poe. Do you want to catch it in a bottle? No. It's got to be a big Poe. And I think that's the big Poe. Actually, I could be wrong, but I'm sure there is a big Poe in here, cause I've seen one before. Wait, it's a Poe. Okay, not a big Poe. I have seen a Poe before. Here. Be quiet, Navi. I'm in Kakariko Village, specifically the graveyard. Oh God, no, no. I want to drink the Poe. Ah, there we go. Glad you can drink Poes. Man, don't you just wish that I put down a magic bean there so that, you know, I could actually get that heart container there, or piece of heart there. Oh, there we go. Okay. You defeated a Poe. Oh God. Wanna catch it in a bottle? No. Be drunk. Is this the one? Okay. Just search a little bit more in the area so that I may find this giant Poe. This big Poe. This big Poe Dameron. Nope. Okay. Rest in peace. Sheikah royal family. Okay. Right here. Yay. This is Dampe's grave. Okay. Hehehe. Young man, are you fast on your feet? I mean, he was here the whole time, like in the child. He wasn't in the grave, but he was alive and walking around. Oh, jeez. Jeez, sorry about that. He was walking around alive and stuff just at night, and we were never in the graveyard at night. But anyway, are you fast on your feet? I may not look like it, but I'm confident in my speed. Let's have a race. Follow me if you dare. Oh god. No! Why? The rupee resembles temptation. Don't grab it. No, I swear. I hate the fire. Why? I can see perfectly fine where you are. Can you stop firebombing me? Stop! Damn, dude, would you stop firebombing me? Maybe? And I know there's a piece of heart you can earn from this. The time of this race was 1 minute 8 seconds. Young man, you were very quick to be able to keep up with me. As a reward, I'm going to give you my treasure. It's called the hook shot. It's spring-loaded, chain, okay. And this means we are now able to go to the forest temple. But right now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the race again and go for that piece of heart. Yay! You found the hook shot, and you can actually upgrade it to be the long shot. Because this thing has pathetic range, but whatever. and the other one's purple. Not that I like the color purple, it's just a notable thing. Ah, here are the time blocks. Yay, Song of Time. There's no reason for those time blocks to be there, so why have them? Okay. There's that piece of heart. And as soon as we're done with the forest temple, we can go back in time to place that magic bean. So we can get that piece of heart. That's the other piece of heart that's in the graveyard. Okay. Yay, piece of heart. Awesome. I think piece of hearts were first introduced. Pieces of heart were introduced in A Link to the Past, as well as the Master Sword. So, the third Zelda ever made. See, that's fun. Let's go on another race. I dare you. Oh, wait, is that a big Poe? I might be amazingly wrong. I probably am. But, is it a big Poe? No, it's not. It's just a regular Poe. I want to eat you! I'm hungry! I need to eat Poes! I need to eat anything called a Poe. Alright. Defeated the ghost. You want to catch it in the bottle. Yes. Sit up. Yummy, yummy, yummy! There we go. Okay. Grab... Alright, young man, are you fast on your feet? I may not look like it, but I'm confident in my speed. Let's have a race. Follow me if you dare. As long as you don't firebomb me. Dude, stop trying to firebomb me. God, why? No, why? God. We might have lost already, so... Screw me. Yeah, we lost. Okay. We lost. Yay! I guess we need the long shot. Poe. Giant Poe? No. It's just Poe. We'll leave it alone. For now. Alright. Next thing on order of business, yes, it's to go to... Actually, there might be some pieces of heart we can get here now, so... Yeah. Why don't we do that? And then also you can see what I mean by... Oh, jeez. Jeez, why? 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 Okay. You can see what I mean by being able to go into Jabu Jabu's belly as an adult. Heyo. Look at me, I'm on the top of the world. It really bothers me to see anyone at higher level than I am. I have to be on top. Alright, is that a narcissist? I don't know. You see? Pathetic range. It's got, like, worse than pathetic range. But you see how it'd work. Grapple onto you. How do you get up there? I think, yeah, I think you really have to use a long shot. I can't be sure, though. Next thing, okay, next thing on the order of business is to... Oh, jeez, okay. Next thing on the order of business, show that, yes, you can indeed go into Jabu Jabu's belly. At least in the 3DS version. Don't know about this version. Right, oh wait! The Skulltula, the Skulltula people, I forgot my reward. Okay, it's okay, whatever, we're eradicating the gold Skulltulas, next time we're in that area, we'll collect the reward. And I think the first thing is either the Shard of Agony, a Piece of Heart, or an expanded wallet. I'm not sure. I do know that I don't think there are chunks of ice flowing through this river. But I do know that the area is all icy in the actual domain. The actual domain is icy. So yeah. Stupid Octorok. Let's try that again. Okay. Hut! There we go. Wait a second. Can we do the ice cavern early? For those of you who don't know, I believe the ice cavern is what's left of what the ice temple was. Okay, this is where it gets all snowy. This is why in like the final puzzles for the final water puzzles are ice related. God, why? It's not only why on the water medallion resembles ice, an ice crystal, but also the puzzles in that final area are ice related. On top of that, the ice cavern. That's pretty much all that's left of that. And same with Forest Temple, having wind, what resembles sort of like wind on the medallion. And then, okay, having sort of wind resemble on the medallion. Hey, you can still read the time. Nice. Awesome. It's 23:57. Lie, but okay. Oh, somehow it didn't freeze there, and... Great, okay. But there are huge chunks of ice. Great. Where is it? Right here? Hang on. It's right... But anyway, and also why the themes of the dungeon are... that final area are wind related. Where is it? I know it's easier on the 3DS version than it is this version, but it should still be doable, I think. Might be from here. No. Okay. Yeah, let's just swim under this thing. Great. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, I think I found it. Let's see. Does it work? Oh god, I don't know where I'm swimming. Okay. Might be, like, right here. Did they add it in to the 3DS version? Did they add it? Okay, let me try, okay, I did Google it, and You can actually do it on the 3DS, on the... You can actually do this on the N64 version, but it's quite a lot more complicated. Like, it's a lot, like, there is no way I'm gonna be able to memorize how to do everything to access the Jabu Jabu's belly for the N64 version. But the 3DS version, I know how to do it. It's very, very simple. All you have to do is jump off that ledge at the right angle. What am I doing? I should go to the ice cavern. Okay, since I'm already here. Uh. Now, I think because it you know, came to my mind, really, I think I will... Oh, there's another piece of heart. Yay, awesome. I think I will, like, make a short YouTube video, showing how to do the glitch on the 3DS version. And, you know, I might post that in different spots, since it'd be a short one, you know, it's other things than YouTube too, so that's fun. Oh wait, get on it? Okay, good. Oh, you annoying Octorok. Ugh. Die. There we go. Alright, get on. Get on. No! Well, this sucks. I can't climb on it, so yay. Screw me. Yay, I just so managed to get on. Nice. Let's get on that. Get on that. And there we go. There's the ice cavern. Wow. If only, you know, I'm just so glad that Nintendo cut what could possibly be a very interesting ice temple in order to make it into a much shorter and more disappointing... I mean, disappointing, it's not really that. It's interesting. It's just short. A bit too short, you know? Where do you get the fire? Oh, right, okay. There's you left. Let's see. Oh god, why? There we go. Okay. The stupid blade thing. Okay. Oh god, okay. There we go. I weirdly like the look of the N64 Ice Cavern better than the 3DS version. I don't know what it is. It's just... This version looks a lot better. Oh, there we are. There's a Skulltula. Can we kill it? Step a little farther away from it. Look at that, we can. Nice. Yay! I destroyed a gold Skulltula. Yay. How many have we killed? We have killed 18% of their population. 2 more and we'll get an award. Or a reward. What was that even for? And somehow I didn't grab that. Okay, there's the outside of the cavern. Nice. Oh. Grab you. Then let's make our way back. Oh, God. Okay. Let's just go this way instead. And go through. You know, why not? Let's get the iron boots early. That way we don't have to go through this again later. And we can go directly to the water temple. I know there are... Oh, God. Why? I know there are plenty of other things that I need, that I need blue fire for. And oh, God. What the... Okay. And I can always get more of it here. But for my first thing of blue fire, that is for outside the cavern. Now, of course, I'm going to need to come back to get more, but for right now, I really only need it to unfreeze the king, the King Zora. So that's what I'm going to use it for. Now, of course, use it for other things inside the temple too, but this blue fire doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something. Let's bottle it. Because somehow you can bottle fire. You put blue fire into the bottle. With this cool flame, you can use it on any of the C buttons that aren't up. That was a lot easier than I thought it'd be. Why? What the? Okay. Why do I feel scared after that? Hey, I know these damn Keesks are here. There we go. One dead. Just a bunch more. A bunch more to go. Like you. Never mind. Never mind. Attack me. I dare you. Okay. Kill you. Finally. Okay. Unfortunately, jump off for this heart. Okay. Somehow I didn't lose it. Yay. Why? Why, you stupid Keesk? There we go. Okay, now you're dead. And now, we can get back to what we were doing. Which is unfreezing red ice. Because for some reason, fire is blue and ice is red. Unless it's blue ice and normal fire. No, why? Ugh. Damn it. Let's see. Blue fire. More of it. Yay. I wish I had multiple bottles, but whatever. What can you do? Why was this jar? No wonder. Okay. I think that was, a fifth, purple rupee. I might be pink in this version. I don't know. But I think it's worth 50 rupees. And I believe it is a purple rupee. Yay, the dungeon map! Wow. Blue chambers. Okay, I get how this works. So that's something I didn't even notice until just now. But, actually, maybe it was, but I thought it was a door. But anyway, is there anything else related to this room? No. Okay. Time to head back. I think we need 2 bottles worth of blue fire for the Zoro domain, because one is to unfreeze the king, and the other is to unfreeze the shop. Alright, let's use it. It's sort of red. It's sort of icy-like, so let's use it. Yay! I was right. Nice. Let's save real quick, just in case. And... Oh, yay, another, source of blue fire. Yay. Oh, a... gold Skulltula. And I can get it! Let's go! Okay. Yay, 19% of the world's gold Skulltula population dead. Push you that way. No, you can't do that. Okay. Just waiting for this guy. There we go. Dead. Yay. Let's grab that. No, why? So let's push it that way. No. Push it that way. Oh, I thought it was something else. Okay. Push it that way. Climb. Oh, nice. 3 red rupees, worth 60 rupees. Awesome. But I can't really use that because that would mean I'd have to... It'd be a waste because I don't have enough space in my wallet. Anyway, yay, more blue fire. And you grab this especially because there's something that requires red ice in this room here. But anyway, let's push this off the ledge. And let it spawn in again. And push it over here. To get... I believe this is the final... The final... wait, are there more? Oh, there's one more. Okay. Alright, last rupee to go. So I can just... Wait, maybe I can try to make this work. If I can't, I'll just push it off the edge and call it a day. With that block, and then get a new one. Okay, I need a new one. Alright. Go that way. And finally, this way. Use the blue fire on the red ice. Get the final silver rupee. And yay, the door's open. Nice. Push it off the edge. Get another one. Push. Shove. No, don't climb. Push. Shove. Wait a second. Before I do that, since it's already here and I can make it there, grab blue fire. Always have blue fire on you, pretty much. Alright. Then push it that way. Then finally... Okay, I got so worried that I was gonna, push it in the void, but I didn't. Can I make it from here? Let's go! I don't even need it in the nook. That just goes to show you my Zelda skills, and also to be able to destroy an incoming icicle that is about to fall directly on me without even taking damage. That wasn't a good example of it. Okay. Kill you. And see what I mean? You always need blue fire. Well, I can't believe we actually... Why am I coughing? Raspy throat. Don't know why. But I do know that... Okay, that's better. I do know that we have now beaten the Ice Cavern prematurely. We're supposed to do this after the Fire Temple, which is after the Forest Temple. But, weird thing is, we beat it now. So this is the first... Well, okay, what happened? Oh, okay. Those bars just flew off into the ceiling, and we're in a little cubicle room that looks like a pyramid. But here we are! Causing the system that is the bane of everyone's existence, whoever played the Water Temple. Not for the 3DS version, because they're items. This version, they're not items. They're gear. And you know where... You know how to switch gear? I think you can see how this would be a problem. Okay, with the exception of Zora's... With one exception, Zora's are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the Water Temple. This ice is created by an evil curse with the monster in the Water Temple is the source of the curse. And for some reason that doesn't melt the ice. Why? Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. It never melts anyway! If you have enough courage to confront the danger to save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes, people move, like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn into noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. Our first teleportation song of 6. Okay, that wasn't what I expected. Okay. Left instead of up. Got it. Okay. A, down, right, right, left. That scared me. Okay. And by scared, it meant like, oh, okay, did the game crash or something? Okay. No, it didn't. Good, because this is Wii U Virtual Console. I'd be incredibly worried if it did. You have learned the Serenade of Water. Listen, Link, I will see you again. Yep, see ya. And somehow Deku Nuts make you teleport. Don't know how they do that, but whatever. And instead of backtracking our whole way, why do that when you got this? And by the way, the only way to put on the iron boots is to pause and do that. So I think you can see where all the nightmares of the Water Temple come from in the 3DS version, or in the original version, because you'd have to pause every single time you'd either want to put them on or take them off. Every single time. Whereas in the 3DS version, they're an item. So, yeah, we gotta come back to the ice cavern to unfreeze, you know, all the other blue ice that's both in this temple, or dungeon, and get one more for... Oh, jeez. Okay, somehow I didn't get hurt. Yay. And we also gotta get one more for the Zora shop. But right now, we really only need one for... Oh, God, why? Why? Leave me alone. Alright, we really only need one, and that's for the Zora King. Let's grab it and go. Technically, we never have to come back. But, I mean, I want to, because I want to unfreeze the fire. The red ice. With blue fire. I just realized, this video's, quite... Actually, I think you can get a compass for this one, which was in this dungeon, and it was in the other room, and we didn't grab it. Oh, God, no, why? Wrong way. And we didn't grab it because it was in that other room. But anyway, so this video's been quite a lot longer than the other Ocarina of Time ones, so awesome. We did beat the ice dungeon for the most part, and we got the iron boots, meaning we never have to come back. Oh, God. Am I going the right way? I hope I am. No, I'm not. Again. Yay. Okay. Let me figure out for about 10 minutes on how I get out of here. So, okay. That was what I'm in. I want to take a direct 90-degree angle turn. Run through the blades somehow. The ice blades somehow. And watch those spawn in as I leave. Ah, here we are. Wait. Okay, there we go. Wish there was a source of blue fire out here, but whatever. Be much easier. I don't exactly know why there's red ice there, but whatever. Yay, we're out, finally. And now that, oh God, where? Okay. Okay. Now that we have the iron boots, we can now go for the... piece of heart here. Yay, piece of heart. Do you just drown the same way in Ocarina, as you would burning? Okay, you do, similar. I don't know if it's the same, though. Do you just straight up die? Yeah, you do. Okay. Very annoying. Really? You couldn't have held your breath for a little longer? How pathetic. Really, how pathetic. Couldn't you just, like, lose a quarter of a heart at a time, or one full heart if you're that much of an asshole? But hey, we got the piece of heart. So, we died in the process, but then again, we died in the process of getting that other piece of heart too. So, reference to the third part, or third video I did on this. So now that we have the blue fire, we can melt the Zora King and get the thing that would have prevented our death. I know we could have done this, gotten the Zora Tunic, and then got that piece of heart. But I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to get the piece of heart and then talk to this guy. So the dumber way. Okay. Oh, I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater, because somehow tunic gives you gills. I don't know, but whatever. You got a Zora tunic. This diving suit is adult size, so it won't fit a kid. Wear it, and you won't drown underwater. Yay, great, thanks. I mean, it's the same way with, oh god, with tunics in the 3DS version as it is the N64 version. But the boots, okay, Kokiri boots aren't equipment. They're just, you just have them. They might be labeled equipment. I'm not sure. I gotta check. But you can't, like, take them off or anything. But the iron boots and then the hover boots, whatever you call them, they are, you're able to, they are items in the 3DS version. But anyway, yay. We finished all we had to with the Zora River. And so yeah, I wasn't quite expecting to finish, for the most part, the Zora River at all before the Forest Temple. But hey, we did it. So now that we did that, we don't have to go back, and once we do the Forest Temple, we can go back to Kokiri and teach the guy that we learned the Song of Storms from in the adult timeline. We can teach him that song as a child. Yes, he was referring to us, but whatever. We can teach him that song and have access to Under the Well, and from there, we can have access, or we can get the Lens of Truth, which I believe after that you can do the Shadow Temple. But you have to do Under the Well as a child, and then Shadow Temple as an adult. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you like this stuff. Follow me on the other platforms. Again, Truth Social at Nate's Corner. That's a new one as of today, really. And, of course, the other two are on the banner. But anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good day. See ya!